Have you ever wondered how a whole village could wake up just by the sound of one man's footsteps? Imagine this early morning, silent streets, and suddenly thud, thud, chang, jang. The baker is coming. Today, we are going to study a beautiful and nostalgic story called A Baker from Goa by Lucio Rodrigues, a chapter that is not just about bread but about memories, tradition, and culture. So, let's begin. This chapter is a pen portrait of a traditional Goan village baker, also called a padder. The author remembers his childhood days in Goa and shows us how important the baker was in everyday life. Even though the Portuguese have left Goa, their tradition of bread making is still alive. Let's understand the chapter step by step in a simple way. Part 1. The author begins by saying that elders in Goa often remembered the old Portuguese days and their famous loaves of bread. Even today, the furnaces still burn, the mixers and molders still exist, and bakers still make bread. This shows that traditions never die easily. The baker announces his arrival by banging his bamboo staff on the ground. That sound thud and jingle is like music for the children. Even if the old baker is no more, his son continues the same profession. These bakers are called padder in Goa. Part 2. Childhood Memories. During childhood, the baker used to visit houses twice a day, once in the morning and once again in the evening. Children would wake up and run to meet him, not for bread but for the sweet bread and bread bangles. The baker carried his basket on his head and used a bamboo stick to announce his arrival. He would greet the lady of the house, keep the basket down and give the loaves. Children were pushed aside, but they would still climb benches or windows to peep into the basket. The smell, the fragrance of those loaves is something the author still remembers. The elders brought bread and children bought sweet bread. Part 3. Importance of bread in Goa. In Goa, bread is not just food, it is part of culture. Marriage gifts are incomplete without sweet bread called bol. No party or feast is complete without bread. Sandwiches are made for engagements, cakes and bolinas are a must for Christmas and festivals. So the baker's furnace in the village is absolutely essential. Dress and life of the baker, Part 4. In old days, bakers wore a special dress called kabai, a long frock-like dress. Later, they started wearing shirts and half pants. Even today, anyone wearing half pants is jokingly called a padder. The baker used to collect money at the end of the month. Accounts were written on the wall with pencil. Baking was a profitable profession. The baker and his family never went hungry. Their healthy, plump body was proof that they were living a good life. That is why even today a person with a fat, healthy body is compared to a baker. Let me conclude, children. So, this chapter is not just about a baker, it is about tradition, memories, culture, and how some professions become part of history and childhood forever. Through this lesson, the author teaches us to respect simple workers and traditional lifestyles. If you found this explanation helpful, please like this video, subscribe to the channel and comment below so I know that you are learning sincerely. Also, share this video with your classmates. See you in the next lesson. Until then, keep learning and keep growing.